Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Super Mario 64, Part 8. In the last episode. Man. I've got some choice words for the last episode. In the last episode, which was definitely a struggle bus, we figured out about what was basically... Can I just, tackle this way? I can. Okay. I might have actually been able to do that earlier, now that I think about it. Oh my goodness, I am not ready to edit Part 7, because Part 7 is a pure embarrassment fest. I think, legitimately, I did have it up at the highest water level at the end of last episode, and I just didn't realize you were able to make that jump, and underestimated my capabilities. Fellas, I am so sorry for the pain, any pain you had to endure watching the last episode. It won't happen again, I swear. Maybe. Because we only have to do these 2 stars in this level left. Other than the 100 coin star, which I think the 100 coin stars should be okay for this level. I don't think it's going to be, egregiously bad or anything, but even though it's hard to talk about, okay, even though there's part of me that feels embarrassed to talk about it, in the last episode, how do I word this? I had to, because I kind of did it, off camera, as you saw. I had to redo the red coin star that we were infamously working towards, from Part 6, because for some reason, that star, and that star only, did not save. It didn't save, and God, did it sting. It just stung so bad, because you guys know how much I struggled on that star, and I did end up really, really quickly clearing it, at least quickly compared to how long it took me in the episode it was actually being done in. But I didn't want to have to redo that. I don't really know why that star didn't save. There's a chance maybe at the end of last episode I didn't save or whatnot, which is fine if that's the case, but... Oh, it's just so bad that it had to be that star of all things, It had to be that star of all things. But in the last episode, since we're almost 3 minutes in, I should probably mention, in the last episode, we tackled that star. I tackled that star. We then went and did a metal cap star that I was missing, that was needed for Jolly Roger Bay. It was the only star we weren't able to complete prior to getting the metal cap, and we have now cleared it, so life is good, all is well. And then after that, we came to Wet Dry World, and I think a pure hit of confusion hit me for most of trying to run through Wet Dry World, especially towards the end of the episode. And it was very rough, and I feel like it's going to be a very painful edit for me to watch. It's very embarrassing, so... but you may be wondering, it's well, hey, you don't have to post it. Yes, I do. I am legally obligated. Well, no, I'm not. Listen, let's not sit here and act like I'm legally obligated to post anything, fellas. Okay? I'm not legally obligated? Oh, no. Dude, maybe I shouldn't have recorded kind of fresh after waking up in the morning with the only thing in my system that has really gotten me up and moving being caffeine, which is... Yep. At least I'm not having another caffeine crash incident, right? That's the upside at least. Okay, we got this one. Something you'll notice about all the red coins, or at least most of the red coins on this level, is that they're all kind of... Well, not all, but they're mostly contained within this little... These breakable blocks, the breakable blocks of sorts, and it's fine, but oh man, it's a little tough to navigate and do these. This is definitely... I don't know if it's Dire Docks level of bad. I would actually argue it's probably not. It's jankier to navigate. I mean, with Dire Docks, I feel like I had a clearer vision in where you're supposed to navigate. It's just the stakes for actually messing that up and then having to go back and redo very specific portions that, to be quite frank, I was about to say, you can grab it, man. Having to... Here we go again. I love Mario. We're doing it again! What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, we're good. We're good. Don't you panic. Is there... Do they... Oh, do they want you to get the metal cap here? I don't remember this for some reason. Oh, well, yeah, I probably shouldn't have ground pounded. Yeah, it's put me in a bit of a rough position, hasn't it? Yeah, I think the Wet Dry World red coins are probably my second least favorite out of any level in the game, just simply because they're really jank to go through, man. I don't like them very much. I think there's a way you can get up here easier. Keyword, I think. Let's see if I can just do this. Okay, depth perception just completely screwed me up there. That was on me. Can I just do like this? Oh, no. Can I just do like this? No. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That is so much farther away than it looks for some reason. I want to get this, you know? I really... I'm strangely determined to get this, but I just so desperately... I want this, man. Oh, no. Okay. I may not be able to do this without doing it the intended... Where was the wall jump opportunity? Okay, one more time. That's just... Okay. You just plain and simple can't reach that way. I swear to you, I have a recollection there was a way you can reach it. Whether it was ideal or not, that is a whole different story. That's a whole different story. Does this send me? No. Okay, I don't remember where the actual lift to get you back up is by any chance, but I am hoping that I can find it. Oh, these episodes are going to be so painful to edit. I know. Listen, I'm out here venting in the Let's Play, dude. You know, top 10 things you shouldn't do, but like, I'm doing it for comedic effect, fellas. Don't worry, all is well. Oh, I'm not the brightest. So do they? God, why do they really just want you to use metal cap that bad, man? Is it that serious? Oh, I mean, I'll do it, but I'm not looking forward to it, man. Okay, let's... How do they want you to get up here on the norm? Oh, no, dude. This is... Okay, this is rough. Okay, fellas, here's what I'm gonna do. Listen, I'm all for letting you guys see my struggles. I think I'm going to do the rest of this red coin star off screen, because this is, boy, is it not my proudest moment. So I will be right back. Look, man, for transparency's sake, right? This has got to be one of the worst feeling stars that I have ever done on 3D All-Stars. You know, I would argue, actually, in terms of trying to figure this out, this was very close, if not worse, than the Dire Ducks red coins. Dude, these episodes are gonna be rough. But hey, I got good news, man. I got good news. First of all, if we wanted to, we could go beat the game, fellas. A little do you know. You know this. We have 50 more stars to do. That's what Dry World done. I'm so done with that level, dude. I've had enough. Also, Toad. So I didn't wait. I realized I didn't even give a description on what. Just Toad. It's okay. Look, Toad gives you a star. That's not the last Toad to give you a star. I believe there's one up where the last 2 levels are. Okay, so this is where the game settles again, and it becomes a lot more familiar territory for me. I'm probably, I don't know if it's in order, but I'm going to be handling a certain level that I really, really enjoy next after this. This is Tall Tall Mountain. which, if you couldn't guess, is quite literally a tall mountain. And, our first star, we just got to scale the mountain. That's really the whole shtick with it. Yeah, God, what was I even... It also has one of the most egregious examples of a invisible wall, which I've talked about invisible walls in previous episodes of this Let's Play, and man, are they rough. They are not nice in the slightest. Yeah, not a big fan of them, but I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to know where to even begin with conversation topics again after the amount of pain I've had to go through with Wet Dry World just now. It is actually insane how that's working. But yeah, hope you all are doing well. I'll probably end up recording another episode after this, which I know sounds insane given the amount of pain that I've gone through this episode and the last, right? Part 7 and 8, the Struggle Bus episodes, am I right? But the reason that I'm considering recording another episode after this is, I don't know, man, purely for therapeutic reasons. I feel like I need it. I feel like we got to scale the mountain again, by the way. It's just with a little different twist. I feel like I need this because, man, Wet Dry World took me out a lot more than I thought it would because turns out doing a lot of the strats that you do on Wet Dry World, that I always do on Wet Dry World, it's a lot more difficult, and I didn't end up looking up a guide on what the actual way of doing it was, but you'd have to catch me dead doing it the way it's intended, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It was so painful. But yeah, hope you all are doing well. Like I said, this is being recorded directly after the debacle from last episode, and you would think that I wouldn't be recording again after that, but no, I am. Look, man, I'm very committed to just getting myself some stuff done ahead of time. I've realized, by the way, this is crazy trick. Watch this. Really crazy trick. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. So we gotta grab the monkey here. Wait. Back him into a corner, and life's good. But yeah, I think also something that's been very interesting, little notable thing. I didn't realize just how productive I've actually been last few weeks. Diddy Kong Racing, I believe today part 10 went up. And if I'm understanding now, with all the stuff I do have scheduled, I believe I have 10 episodes of Let's Plays scheduled. Between the episodes left in Diddy Kong Racing and the episodes left in Super Mario 64. So there is a lot done, and I think once I get, part 6 actually done, because I haven't even worked on that one yet, and I get these 2 parts, well, actually maybe 3 if I do plan to record after this, we're actually looking at almost 2 weeks worth of prepped content, which probably means I'll be taking a short, like a few days break. I don't know. I feel like I probably should. From my mental... No. If anything, look, man, I would argue... I want to clarify, because when I say that I do all this and everything, it's like, why do you do this much work as such a small channel? And I think a lot of it boils down to, number one, it feels good to work on scheduled videos in this manner. But I also have that understanding of, I could realistically, man, this channel is so small that I could take a break whenever I want, and it doesn't really put much of a dent into much, which is, that's good. It means I could actually take time for myself. And I've always been one for, advocating for that already to begin with, so, just making sure I take time for myself a little bit after having like 2 weeks of videos scheduled is probably gonna be pretty good for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even if I'm very much enjoying myself. Burnout Burnout is a very, very weird thing. Mysterious Mountainside, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't exactly remember which star this is. I'm going to assume it's the star related to over there, and if it is, I'm gonna do this the legit way because I normally don't. So there's this little area. As you can see, there's this little underground area that you can kind of, I believe you're intended to just, yeah, do something to that effect. And then from here, wait a minute. I realized I didn't actually unlock the cannon. Oh no. Danger, strong gusts, but the wind. Okay. So slight problem. I haven't activated the cannon. And I also don't know where the cannon is. There's nothing there to... Okay. Okay. Interesting. So, I'm going Bob-omb hunting, it seems. I do remember where the Bob-omb is, though. By the way, just to do this process a little quicker, little shortcut you can take that I just haven't been doing for more casual purposes. You can just do that. There's also a star you can get really easily through that method, but I'm not going to be doing that. So I believe the pink Bob-omb, yep, it's literally just a jump right down here. I would argue, dude, this is a pretty cruel spot to be putting a pink Bob-omb for a cannon. You know, I really feel like it's just a bit cruel because in most cases, you know, at most angles, dude, you ain't seeing that. You kidding? You ain't seeing that. It's kind of insane how they thought you would ever see that to, like, any degree, like, at all. So now that we have unlocked that cannon, now we just got to go there and shoot to that mushroom island, which, if I remember, is kind of difficult. Again, I'm not used to doing this the intended way. There's a actually much easier way that you can do this. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily easier, but it is definitely quicker, I can tell you that much. Okay. Let's see if I can not royally mess this up by any chance. How's this angle? Too low! Okay. Yeah, so you can tell what we're supposed to do there. We're just supposed to try and shoot to it. It's honestly, it's a bit of a shot, man. You know, you definitely got to be at the right angle for it. There may be some, like, easier way to do it that I generally don't know about other than, you know, just, you know, aim and pray. But I'm going to try my best here. I'm going to hope that I can actually do this. I was hoping that I'd be able to just do this first try and then I'd get one of the other stars in Tall Tall Mountain out of the way, but unfortunately, that is not looking likely based on what I am seeing on my timer. Let's try shooting higher like this. I had to shoot slightly higher. Okay. It just doesn't look like I have to shoot that high is the problem, you know? It doesn't look like I have to shoot that high, but lo and behold, dude, I gotta. I think I'm gonna clear this star out, or at least do one last attempt at it before I end off this episode. But we're definitely gonna at least get this at the beginning of next episode. Don't you worry your heads off. I'm also realizing, by the way, this is... I actually don't know if this is much of a banter topic that I can fit into. Well, you know, I'll probably be able to fit it into my little closing thoughts on this episode. Once we finish or don't finish this star. Let's see. That's pretty high. That is horrifying, man. The way you gotta do that is just borderline terrifying. But we got it. 75 stars. 75 stars. You'll love to see it. Okay. That's gonna do it for this episode of Super Mario 64 Part 8. Is it Part 8? Oh no. Is it Part 8? I think it's Part 8. Guys, I'm gonna be so real with you. These last two episodes have been a struggle, and I'm only hoping for things to get better from here, and I'm sure they will. Look, I can't explain to you why, fellas, but I have this sudden feeling that things will get better, you know? Things will get better. We're going to clear through some stars. Maybe. Oh, God. Okay. I guess the little thing I wanted to throw in that I mentioned a minute ago was I'm having a very new experience for the first time on the channel where I'm not doing so well at certain parts of a game. You know, the Donkey Kong Jungle Beat Let's Play, I had some parts where, okay, I didn't get all 3 crests or whatever, but it wasn't like so drawn out and like defined an episode to some extent that, you know, it wasn't much of a big deal. But, you know, these last 2 Mario 64 episodes have definitely put me through the ringer in terms of learning how to handle embarrassment in forms like this, especially with such raw forms of gameplay content. You know, Let's Plays are very unedited. You're kind of getting most of the full scoop, except for when, you know, I pause to go do something off screen. And it is, it's definitely a new experience that I'm having to learn how to handle. And I think, honestly, for a lot of this upper floor, it's going to be a lot of that experience. So I'm going to do my best to try and adapt to that. But just bear with me if some of my commentary is weird or whatever, or if I'm really trying to get the hang of things. I think at the end of the day, even though we're on the 3rd Let's Play on this channel, I think there's definitely some stuff that I still have to get used to. So if you guys would bear with me on that, that would be really sick. I know this is not the most skillful gameplay you're ever going to see in your life, but I'm definitely doing my best. So that's going to do it for this episode. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, it's your life. Do what you want. I don't really care. And I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.